Heathrow Airport, and we're on the way to Italy to visit the Met Helmets factory. 2 days of riding bikes in storms.
4? 5? More than 2 days. We've got 4 days there, mate.
If we ride today.
And if we ride on Monday.
I did say it was early.
Coca-Cola?
Sponsored by Red Bull.
You wish.
Well, I think we all wish a bit, don't we?
There were still entire empires of California highway I wanted to share with you.
So the Met factory's like a million miles away from the airport. We've now got to get a taxi to our rental van and then drive to the factory. We're hop, skipping and jumping the whole way there. And hopefully today we'll have a bit of time to get some riding in. My legs are feeling horrible after the flight. I'm actually just cooped up in that seat the whole time. Bit of a shock landing here from London as well. It's like 30 degrees, really humid.
Oh wow.
Like a glove.
Alright, how are you?
Yeah, not too bad.
Nice flight.
Slept the whole way.
He did a nice bit of pressing the NOS button, didn't he?
Tried to land, couldn't land. Did a circle. So he had to take off again in the air. It was Dan Hughes.
Probably. Woke me up. What?
We are well and truly driving into the apocalypse. Oh my gosh, Mordor.
It was exactly what I was about to say.
For a quick spin when we get there. It might be sunny this time.
Lake on the left, Lake Como.
Get that mountain there! Get that mountain in the shot!
Right, we can't get petrol. We're not allowed it in Italy, apparently.
We're not getting out of the van.
We decided we're staying in the van forever.
Yeah, come to Italy, they said. It'd be really nice if we could ride bikes and swim in a lake. Bullshit.
Wow, the fucking, like, the storm was nuts, wasn't it?
Have you guys got an umbrella? No. Got a rain jacket? No.
Yeah.
I got a rain jacket.
What?
Yeah, I brought a rain jacket.
Oh no, what do you think? Oh yeah, the helmets for the chickens. It's a...
Mate, there's actually some chicken helmets. Wait, you'll see, you'll see. Welcome to the Met Helmets headquarters factory place.
It's neat.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like being in an art gallery.
Yeah.
So welcome to the room where they smash up helmets. He smashes them up.
On this side, we have the impact test machine. This one is for the rotational impact.
Is it heavy? Holy cow, that's
It's really heavy.
Yeah.
Inside there is a 9 accelerometer in order to catch the deceleration and to combine the combining the accelerometer to catch the rotational acceleration. In the racket, we use the same machine also for CPSC or ESTM. It's multifunctional.
Those are different standards
Yeah.
of safety law.
Yeah, we can with this machine we can test for the standard all over the world. For the CE, for US, Australian, but some additional standard not mandatory as NTA or ESTM.
Which country has the strictest regulations?
Yeah, probably is ESTM for full face downhill.
This one is not like mandatory. It's something, the ASTM is like an extra that you can apply or not to your full face and gravity helmets.
Okay, so you go beyond just the minimum that you have to get.
Exactly.
Each standard require the hot conditioning before the test. For the AC standard, the temperature required is 50 degrees.
So what do? You pop these in the oven for a while, and then you go and test them in the smashing machine?
Sure.
Yeah.
But for the CE, from 4 to 6 hours. And for the US, for example, you have to leave the helmet for 24 hours.
In the oven?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, in the fridge as well?
24 hours. So but for the CE, the temperature is 20 degrees below the zero.
Okay.
Or for the US is 17. We have another machine is for the UV conditioning.
Put your head in there.
Support can calibrate the power of the lamps for UV ray.
Realise how many helmets are going to get smashed, dude.
near another impact. So in this case, the standard require to stay the distance between the center of the two impact at least 12 centimeter. I tested very near, but the result is good, is confirmed, passed.
So you take an average of how many helmets when you've designed a new one?
If you consider all the sizes, small, medium and large, I believe in at least 800 from 1000 impact.
Wow.
If you consider all the three sizes. The red line is the limit, 250. We had the peak 157, so we have a very large gap.
Yeah.
Here we can see two small cracks that helped to dissipate the energy.
The building you saw just before coming in near the road was the EPS injection factory here, and we ran internal production until till 2011. The place in which we are was the assembly department. We had 3 lines here. Then recently we reconverted to R&D meeting, and something interesting we will see later.
What is this?
That one is the EPS injection mold for making the old Stradivarius 199. This guy. It has a lot of vents, somehow like the present 30. Means that geometry is very complicated and is featured making different sliders that are moving. Those parts are the sliding that are making each one vents. This is the EPS that is commonly used for making production. This is the very raw material. So at the beginning the material is like that. It is subjected to a process called pre-expansion that is giving some steam. So the temperature and the pressure creates steam to make the pre-expansion and defining the EPS density. As you can see, those are kind of elliptic grains that are injected into those tooling for making the EPS, as you can see, into finished product. So we buy this, then this is the middle step, and then we have the helmet.
This is the first helmet we ever made in this company. So before we were in another place, but this is the really first helmet on the 25th of February in 92.
It looks great.
This one actually is the last one.
Yeah.
Came out from the factory.
You cannot leave anymore the company, so you will remain here long term here. One of the most important room here in the R&D office. Since, as you can see, we have 3 different 3D printers, starting from the designer that is making development of the aesthetic. There is the necessity to feel in your hands what you are producing, or you feel to realize which are the results of your hypotheses during a calculation, or simply you want to check the fitting of the helmet. That is printing gypsum. Is able to print color, very quick working machine, because in less than one night we can have one entire helmet.
The difference between the different kind of output of the prototype, you can check it by hand. This is the heavy one,
but
Does not weigh that much in real life.
No.
this is not painted. It comes exactly as it is from that machine.
So this is like a powder resin, isn't it?
It's
And
gypsum,
basically
gypsum,
glued. Yeah.
gypsum with very small glues.
And that's what bonds it
that is-
together. Yeah.
and
nice
that
colour,
you can
that.
define the RGB color, and you can get it.
And it will do
and
it.
also it comes in one piece. So
Yeah.
actually
Exactly.
you have in one night, let's say we make a meeting, we define some changes to the CADE, we'll leave this working in the night, the day after we can check already the...
That's cool. Yeah.
This one, for instance, is the Strale. Is printed. You see the lines.
Yeah.
It's printed layer by layer. In that case, we cut it half in this direction. So we printed half and half. Making this takes 40 hours.
This,
That's
for
the
example,
point.
A
sized up,
giant version of
yeah, a giant version
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
the nab.
Why? We had to study the mechanism. So we were changing the mechanism to make a little bit more micrometric. And obviously you cannot do something that is small like that. Otherwise you don't see anything.
interesting
that?
thing.
It's for reading the thoughts in your brain.
This is what, how many years has Met Helmets existed for? 30 years of development. And
Getting
this is the
smaller and
pinnacle.
smaller.
You know what they're coming out with next year? Little finger one.
Yeah, exactly.
Nigel, Kevin.
What's this one's name?
Maywood.
Maywood.
This one?
You're the boss. Now we're stuck.
I'm very glad that I got on this side of the fence.
Oh, we're in trouble now because we're on the wrong side of the fence. The horse is in our way. How do we escape this?
You're right.
You're right, buddy.
Sketchy, I'm okay, I'm alright. They're from London. Oh, cool, so factory tour done. We are now on the mission to find some pizza. You swim in that. It's like the River Thames. It's like green.
No, it's not.
You're not on the Will Girling diet plan anymore.
That's day off, mate.
It's daily calories for the week. I've been looking to buy some Nutella. Can you point me in the right direction?